Hey girls, disregard everything. You know how we love to disregard on this channel. Y'all are going with me today. We're taking a trip. Ooh, girl, the ghetto. So anyway, this is ladies' night, and the feeling's right. Oh, what a night. Taj's man is coming to town, Eddie. It's his birthday, you know, and she wants to do something freaky. I, again, didn't have to know. Girl, they done uprooted the road. So if you hear a little extra noise, it's because ain't no ground. They done scraped up the literal road. I assume that means they're gonna put some more road down, but this is a heavy 18-wheeler area, so they may not. You just never know. Anyway, which way am I going? I'm taking the freeway. Yeah, I didn't really need to know that she was gonna do something real freaky for her man for his birthday. Like, I feel like that's implied, but at least it didn't go as far as Ashley and her great granddaddy over on Potomac, because look, but we're not talking about them. Girl, they have uprooted this road. I can't see where I'm supposed to be. I cannot see. But fortunately, I'm familiar with this road. All right, we up on some actual ground now. So Taj and Spinderella go have drinks. You have to forgive me, I'm not able to flow effortlessly on this because I watched this episode the night it came out. I watched it on Tuesday night and it's Friday, so I'm not as fresh with my memories. But they went had drinks, talked about basically being the middle children of the group, pretty much, or not even really the middle child. Well, Taj, I guess, feels more like the middle child. Spinderella is the baby, but she got middle child responsibility. Oh, this is a mess, girl. Middle child responsibilities, where she has to like be in between. Why are you on your break? Let me get on around you, because you ignorant. On her break on the freeway, like, girl. But yeah, they have a conversation about basically being kind of the left out ones. If we're being absolutely honest, Lily and Taj are pretty much on the same playing field as far as SWV. Coko thinks she's the diva, and a lot of people regard her as the diva, as, you know, the one. She never was my favorite. Lily was always my favorite, but that's because Lily looked like she was just having the time of her life. She looked like she was just there and enjoying her life. You know, Taj looked like she was having a good time too, but Lily, as we all know, is a party girl. But my point remains, they have this conversation about being, you know, kind of left out in the group and blah, blah, blah. I really don't think Taj understands, like, Spinderella needs her to, but, you know, they commiserate, I guess. Spinderella talks about how basically the girls have the clique mentality and they think, you know, it's Salt-N-Pepa and then it's Spinderella, and I'm like, it really ain't like that for SWV. It's really not. If anything, it's Taj and Lily against Coko. But, you know, Spinderella felt like Taj understood, and it's always good. The Bible says, in all thy getting, get an understanding. So if she feels understood and Taj feels like she understands, then they going by the word, and I can't be mad. I can't feel any kind of way about it. In the confessional, Spinderella, now this whole episode basically was about Spinderella. It was entitled Where's Coko, I think, but it was about Spinderella. Now Coko did go missing, but the majority of the episode was about Spinderella. Anyway, in the confessional, Spinderella says that, you know, she was brought into the group as a 15-year-old. Like I told y'all, she had to be in school while Salt-N-Pepa were at business meetings. She just came in and did what they said back 30 years ago, but times have changed. Times have changed. And we've often rewound the clock. Hey, since the Puritans got a shock when they landed on Plymouth Rock. If today any shock they should try to stand, instead of landing on Plymouth Rock would land on them. In olden days, a glimpse of stocking was looked on as something shocking, but heaven knows anything goes. I'm giving you a lot of falsetto because my throat ain't woke up this morning. It's the crack, honey. It's the crack of dawn. But yeah, I thought I'd give y'all a little piece of vocal, a light piece. But yeah, she was 15, 16. I know I'm all over the place. Forgive me. Ooh, this looks a mess, girl. 15, 16 years old. And at some point in the confessional, she said she didn't ask to be a part of the group. And I'm like, well, who put you in the group? How did you get to be a part of the group if you didn't ask? How did she get here? And why does she still want to be here? Like, I didn't ask to be a part of the group. Well, then, go on and do. I don't understand. Y'all see my bra strap and everything. There's a lot going on today. anyway, Salt-N-Pepa are auditioning dancers for this tour. Again, the tour starts in 2 weeks, and they just now auditioning dancers, but they mad at SWV for not being all in. Like, if you were so, you know, super prepared for this tour, y'all would have had dancers already. 2 weeks? Okay, girl. But anyway, it was nice to see Salt kind of let go a little bit, because if anybody remembers the old Salt-N-Pepa show, Salt would, you know, where Pepper was like, "Ooh, let's see some men's." Salt was like, "Oh no, I'm saved and married, thank you." You know, it was just very, no thanks, I'm Christian, I won't be able to. Men's? What is men's? I don't know. I have a husband. That's the only men's I know, praise God. But now, you know, that she's divorced and she's kind of loosening up a little bit, dang. She also wants to see some men's. So it was nice to hear her kind of be like, "Yes, girl, let's look at some men's." Let's look at them. Let me see, girl. I can't keep looking at my phone and driving on this freeway. I done got a ticket right here, and the ticket was $901. So I try to be very careful. I must be very careful on this side of the road. I don't know, because the police officer just came up out of nowhere and said, "Hey girl, how are you?" I said, "I'm doing well, how are you?" He said, "I'm gonna get you this ticket." I said, "Okay, cool, ticket." It said $901, and I said, "Now, excuse me, is that correct?" I called down to the place. Me and my mama went up there together trying to figure out, now, is this really supposed to be $901? And the woman said, "Yeah, it's $901. I said, "Ooh." But she said you could take a defensive driving class. My license was expired. She said, "Get your license renewed, take a defensive driving class, you'll be all right." So we did that, and thank God, thank the heavens, honey, my record is expunged, glory. And I did not have to pay $901. But the point was, I had to be very vigilant on that little stretch of road. Now I can look back at my phone. But before, honey, I was speeding. I was going 80 into 65. Now I feel like 15 additional miles is not $901 worth with the license suspended. I mean, not suspended, expired and all of that. Then, you know, it all came together. Now you gonna stay in your lane, or you gonna come over here with me? The disrespect. Yeah. Let me see here. They have another meeting. Coko again is not with us. She's not present. But SWV ain't a part of this meeting, so it's fine. They start talking about how we're worried about if Coko is all in on this meeting, and I mean on this tour, and so what we're going to do is have them jump on a few of our already established dates, and if that works out, then maybe we'll do a full tour. But right now it's just not looking good. And I'm like, well, yeah, I mean, that makes sense, but I feel like they should have done that before they decided to tell everybody they was going on tour. Because as much as I enjoy surprises, and the fact of the matter is I really don't, if I pay, like going to the Escape concert, I went to the Escape concert, I knew Tamar Braxton was going, oh, you get on my nerves, I got to go the long way, because you taking your sweet Georgia time, da da da. And I'm probably still gonna get there before you, because I know where I'm going. Yeah, I'm gonna let you, because you old, honey, you look like you got a lot going on with you. You're just right, you're all in my area. You see I'm big. This truck is big boned, it means. Oh, are they back open? Cute. That little business had a fire. So anyway, as much as I enjoy surprises, which again, I don't, like if I had gone to the Escape tour and didn't know Tamar Braxton was gonna be there and she just popped up, I really, truly, from the bottom of my heart, would have felt some kind of way. I really would. I wish you'd have put your signal on before, because I would have went. I would have felt away. Like, no shade to Tamar. You know, her last album, I enjoyed like the majority of the songs. The album before this last one, I enjoyed the entire album. So it's really, truly no shade to the dog. But if I went to see Escape and Tamar Braxton just popped up and was doing a set or doing a couple songs, I'd be like, for why? For why? She's not in the demographic of, and it really didn't fit. Even though she was established to be on the Great Escape tour, it just didn't really fit. It was like, okay, we got Escape, cool, 90s. We got Monica, 90s. Tamar Braxton. She put out like maybe one project at the end of the 90s that didn't nobody listen to, but everything she gonna be singing is 2000 teens. Like, okay, she's here, and she was there, and she sang, and she popped her lips, and you know, it wasn't the highlight of my night. Monica really showed out for me, but and see there, here we are meeting up with this car that hindered me. I'ma just go through here. I'ma just right through here, because y'all are taking forever, and I have places to be. be just right. Get on in here. Thanks so much, sweetie. But yeah, my point is, if I saw SWV just pop up and I'm at a Salt-N-Pepa function, I would be confused because they don't sing the same type of music. They really don't. And that was brought up a little later when I get there. Let me see. Both. Okay, so they do. The SWV comes in on the tail end of the Salt-N-Pepa meeting, and Coko. I don't want to talk about, you know, my auntie, but Coko has sharp and strong features. She's a very strong featured lady. Why is it, girl, the ghetto? Okay, anyway, sorry. My car is saying low fuel, but I literally just left the gas station, so you have to get it together. Coko has very sharp features, very pronounced features. There's not a time or a place that, you know, I can't be walking in the mall and see somebody and say, they look like Coko, but I don't think that's her. I'ma know it's her. This is a mess. But that gold highlight she had, see, Nene Leakes has emboldened the aunties to put this gold on their face. She's emboldened all of your aunties to put this gold highlight on their face. So Coko was sitting in this meeting with a strip of gold down her nose and on her lip, and then her lipstick is also gold. She looked a mess. And then we see Taj in the confessional. She borrowed Coco's gold and had it all down and on the lip and it looked like she lined her lips in it and had the, you know, the highlight. It's ugly. It's ugly. You have to find your gold. See, there's more than one gold. There's more than one bronze. There's more than one silver. These young ladies with yellow undertones had this very harsh, very true gold, and they needed more of I feel like they needed more of a red-based gold. It was incorrect and it was ugly. They looked a mess. I was so hurt. Like, I know the girls were talking about Peppa's makeup last episode. I mean, she looked a little, you know, spooky. But that gold on Taj and Coko, no God, sistren. No God. See, I would never do gold because I'm too yellow to do gold. A true gold. I could give you a good peach, you know, a rose gold I could give you. But a true gold I could not. Anyway, so Salt-N-Pepa, very much like they said in the meeting they were having before SWV got there, they said, well, hey sis, we are gonna throw y'all on some trial dates and do trial runs and all of this. Coko just sitting there like, okay, all right. But in the confessional talking about, I do not need to audition. SWV does not need to audition. Do blah blah blah. Say it to their face. Oh, I hate it. I told y'all last week. She just sitting there not saying nothing when the time comes, but she in the confessional popping off. It's ugly. If you don't think you need to audition, say you don't think you need to audition, but you ain't gonna say that because you know you're wrong, because you know you keep disappearing when the time comes and when you need to be at the function. It's ugly. It's ugly. Don't be popping off in the confessional. Now, see, this is why I ain't like Coko when the SWV show on WeTV was on. This why she got on my nerves back then and she getting on my nerves today, acting like she big and bad and she the lead singer of SWV and her heart start beating triple times with thoughts of loving somebody on her mind, but she can't speak her mind when the time comes. Ugly. And when I say ugly, I'm not talking about her face, I'm talking about her behavior. It's ugly, and I don't have the time. Anyway, Lily and Taj end up being annoyed that Coko didn't say nothing in the meeting, because Coko takes it back after, you know, sitting in front of Salt-N-Pepa and feeling some kind of way. She takes it back to Taj and Lily talking about, well, we don't need to audition, and the nerve of them and the audacity, we are SWV and we are legendary and boo boo boo. When Taj and Lily are just like, okay, well, tell Cheryl and us and Sandy. Tell Cheryl and Sandy. Don't tell Tamara and Lily. I don't remember Lily's name. It's always been Lily for me. Tell the girls. I don't want to scare her. I'm dipping. How you doing? God bless. Don't just cross the street, sweetie. Look both ways. Praise God. I know she on her way to school. We love it. But you got to look both ways. See, you got to train up a child in the way they should go, and when they are old, that's the Bible. They will not depart. They will not depart. They won't. But yeah, it really, at some point, and see, Taj got real biblical. She got biblical in the conversation because Coko was like, well, we don't need to audition, and she complained, and Taj looked her in her face and said, complaints without works is just noise. I said, Evo, shut la 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 la. I just felt the Holy Spirit spoke through Taj when she said complaints without works is noise. Oh, but Ashanda Ikamo Honda. I felt, yes, Sandala Sashatata. I felt that thing. She said it. She said it. Where's my emergency brake, honey? Because I don't want to roll down. Oh, stay with it. I don't want to roll down this hill. If y'all can see how steep it was, honey. You don't want your car to just, and this car heavy, it'd be in the neighbor's house. They'd be upset. I'd be upset. We all would be upset. Anyway, let me finish this up so I can go on in here. I'm at my granny's house. We got to do some work. Salt-N-Pepa have a road manager. For some reason, Spinderella wants to know, is the road manager just for Salt-N-Pepa, or is it for Spinderella as well? Honestly, I feel like Spinderella needs to get a second person for her, because that's how that's how things go. When I was doing things, honey, and I was auditioning for TV shows and all of this way back, decades, honey, ago. I had one person managing that, and then I had another person managing my print work, my modeling. It's two separate entities. I feel like, yeah, whatever, girl. So anyway, Spinderella asks if the man can get her a residency as well, like an after party thing. He actually does. I don't really want to spend too much time, because I feel like Spinderella she was whining. Like, I understand her plight, and I understand that they do her wrong in the group, but it's like, okay, we know who you are. You're Spinderella. Do something with it. So she's trying to do something with it. I'm looking to see what she's gonna do. But with the news that they recently kicked her out the group, and she going around telling folks that they kicked her out, it just really feels a little whiny to me, because she wasn't valued in the group anyway. So if you're not valued in the group, stop complaining and whining about not being in the group and go do something. Be legendary. Link up with Beyonce. Beyonce always got a DJ. Link up with it. I would very much rather have Spinderella than DJ Khaled. I really would. I would. Anyway, at some point the manager pitches, like, we can have Latifah come out, we can have Brandy come out, we can have Yo-Yo come out. I was like, this is just I Want to Be Down remix. And we can have them MC the show that you're DJing. And she's like, I don't really want all that. I just kind of want it to be my thing. I think incorporating, you know, Latifah, MC Light, Yo-Yo, Brandy, maybe Remy Ma if she's not in jail, you know, Foxy Brown if she can hear what's going on, you know, the old girls, Lil Kim, depending on what stage of surgery she, you know, recovery she's in. Any of the girls, I think it would be really cute to have them come and MC. T.S. Madison even, she's a wonderful host. She's a grand hostess. To just have the girls come out and just kind of facilitate a function. Just have them facilitate. Anyway, girl, I think it would be cute, but she don't want to do that, so she don't want to do that. Lily and Taj go to the sex shop to get something for Eddie's birthday. I don't really care. They start talking about Coko and how they worried about her. We've already covered a lot of this. Akira, the choreographer, she's a plus size girl with green hair. Good for her. She's gonna teach the girls how to dance to What a Man. Wonderful. We find out that Salt was bulimic. I feel like I knew that, but it still kind of shocked me. It was like, oh no, you know, because you don't want your auntie. Salt is like the mother of the aunties to me. You know, she's an auntie, but she's really more like my mama. Like, she got whooping rights. Like, you know, I don't know. All my aunties don't have whooping rights. Most of them do, but all of them don't. And I feel like Salt would have whooping rights. She would just, you know, if I got in trouble at school, she would whoop me. Then my mama would whoop me, my grandmama, my, you know, my great-grandparents, my cousins, and them. Everybody just whoop her. Just whoop her. I hated it. See, that's the thing about black families. Everybody got whooping rights, but look like don't nobody sit down. Like, everybody want to whoop the child, but we don't have just droves of family members coming to sit and talk with the child about what may be wrong. It's horrible. Horrible. Like my hair. Much like my hair. This is just awful, girl. This is not it. Let me hurry up. My grandmama waiting on me. She texted me 7 minutes ago telling me to come on in. So they trying to dance. I gotta admit, I'm a horrible dancer, so I would be lost. Not horrible, but just not good. I'm not a great, I can do my little, hey, you know, I always give y'all a shimmy because that's the best I can do. When we start adding feet, where are we going with these feet? No. See, I could do the dances back in the day, the stanky leg, and it took me a while, but I got the heel toe down with the pancake. I can even, you know, pat my head and rub my stomach. This is my breast, but I can rub my stomach. But I can, when we come to feet, when we come to dancing with the feet, I don't know what the kids are doing now with the carryings on. Honey, it's too much. The floss, you got to be under 10 years old to really be able to floss. Anyway, Spinderella might get 2 nights a week for her residency. I think that's wonderful. She wants Salt-N-Pepa support. She goes on down to Salt-N-Pepa. You know, they having a little meeting and they kind of talking about spin behind her back. I didn't really care for that. You know, it's really, oh, here she go with her foolish. You know, I ain't like that. She come in and they just kind of shut down, just all the way down. It was just like, you know, they was just looking at her like, what is this now? What? Kind of like my mama look at me when I have an idea. It's just, and my grandmama especially, she be looking at me like, girl, we're not finna do this. We're not doing this. You need to go and do and be. But this, what you're talking about, these ideas, cut that out. So I'm really not looking forward to going in here. Just, you know, she finna give me all of this. But I'm gonna let her have it because Sunday is Mother's Day. And I'm gonna just eat it. I'm gonna eat it. I'm gonna let her talk to me all kind of crazy this weekend and this weekend alone. Because after Mother's Day, we're getting ready for my birthday. And I am not having it this year. I'm turning 25 and we won't have foolery. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. Basically, she tells Salt-N-Pepa, yes, I am getting a residency here at the hotel. I would love for y'all to support. And they was like, all right. They didn't clap for her. They didn't stand up for her. They didn't hug her. Like, it was just like, okay, yeah. Your residency? Where? She was like, here at the hotel. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I'll be there. I'll come and support you. And at some point, Salt said in her confessional, Spinderella doesn't understand that I'm always supporting her. I'm on her side, but she's got this victim mentality. And it's like, if you could see how... you said you supported her and you said you would come to the thing, but it was so lackluster. It wasn't like, oh, look at my sister doing it out here, you know, killing them, slaying the game, one of the original, you know, female DJs ever out here doing it. It was just like, oh, okay, you having a function. Cool. Okay. I'll pop in, I'll show my head. Y'all having chicken wings? You know, I love wings. I'll give me a plate and then I'll come by. It wasn't celebratory in any way. Anyway, girl, Eddie's here. They kissing and having dinner, girl. Happy birthday, Eddie. And Taj starts crying because she's missing her son's basketball games, I think it is. And she's missed all of them. And Eddie's like, well, my mama didn't come to all my games. It's all right. Lion, I'm all right. Everything's all right. Because Taj had went into Lion. Oh, let me end it all. The Wiz. And it just, you know, I felt for her, but I think her son is old enough now. If I remember correctly, he was like 8 or 9 when the show was on WeTV. So he's got to be coming up on teenhood. He got to be 14, 15, somewhere in there now. He understands that his mother is working. I really think he understands that. But, you know, it's hard because my mama was working and I really feel like I was an abandoned child. But that's a whole nother sit down with a therapist, honestly. But I felt for her, but it's like, I hope he understands. I don't know. They have another meeting, girl, or they're having a choreography meeting, sitting there. They learning the dance moves, honey, with Akira. Coko still ain't here. They trying to figure out, is it power with the open or the closed feet? I need to wrap this around one more time. Let's get on my nerves. Is it power with open feet or closed feet? Peppa wants the feet closed. Everybody else wants the feet open. I'm like, why we can't just do... I know if Peppa asked Lily to close her feet, Lily would close her feet. We can have, you know, alternate, maybe 3 people close their feet, 3 people open their feet. You know, why we can't come to a consensus? Spinderella gonna be behind the DJ booth. Her feet probably gonna be closed anyway. So you got Lily, Peppa, and Spinderella with their feet closed. Salt, Coko, and Taj can have their feet open, and boom, there it is. Why is we acting like feet? It's feet. And this is when Salt is like, I support Spinderella, but she's so busy being a victim. And it's like, girl, y'all really do treat her like chopped liver. Like, it's ugly. Anyway, Spinderella says, can y'all not do weak? Because weak is too slow for the set. You know, we can't go from push it into weak. Coko says she's never going to step on the stage and not do weak. And I'm like, can we just do the New Orleans bounce version of weak? Have Katie Red come out and go, yeah! If y'all don't listen to New Orleans bounce, that's Katie Red's signature, the Katie Red siren. Yeah! I love me some. I was listening to Katie Red's old 1999 mixtape last night, girl. Oh no, it was this morning. I don't know. All time is running together for me, but honey, Punk Under Pressure is my cut. It's my cut. I'm sorry. Check out Katey Red. But yeah, do the New Orleans bounce version of week, cause my heart starts beating triple time. Like, speed it up. You can still sing it, just speed it up. She a DJ, tell her to mix it in with, you know, something else. Anyway, girl, and yeah, basically Coko says she's never gonna step on a stage and not sing weak. And that's the episode. So we'll see where it goes next week. Peace.